Hey guys, welcome back to another video, Living Life with your girl Stae Hall. If you are new to the channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. It is so glad to have you here. And if you have not already, this will be the perfect time to go ahead and hit that subscribe button so that you can become a permanent member of the Lifer Tribe, and then hit that notification bell so that you never miss any new content. So, as y'all can see, I'm not alone today. I have my girl Tam with me. Y'all have to make sure that y'all follow her on Instagram, TikTok. Let them know your handle.
TB Style Works. TB Style Works.
Yes. All things fashion, especially for us women of a certain age. She is awesome. You have to check out her TikToks. I absolutely love her TikToks. Such great ideas, so full of life. I mean, I just love them. And you have taught me different ways to tuck in. I never would have thought about that. I'm like, okay. You know, so I just love it. I mean, and then what I love too is the fact that how you include all shapes and sizes, even though you are slender and fit. You still look out for us chunky girls.
Not chunky.
Curvy. Yes, curvy. But I love that. So y'all definitely have to check her out, and I'll make sure that I drop your links in the description box. And you're probably going to see her handle right here on the screen as well. So
thanks.
Today, thank you for joining me first of all. And we are just going to chit-chat a little bit about being women of a certain age in the creative space that some people think is for just the younger generation. And so I just want to chat about that, because I've even had people say things to me like, well, aren't you too old to be doing that? Or isn't that just for the kids, right? And I'm like, no. And what I realized when I look at my analytics on YouTube, the main group that watches me is from 45 to 55, which means there is a need. It means there is content that people are looking for in our age group, and I don't know what that even means, but yeah, a lot of people think that it's just for the kids. So let's just talk about it. And of course, while we talk about it, it's time for brunch. So we're gonna make those TikTok cinnamon rolls, but of course I got to put my Stae Hall spin on it, and then we're going to make not a mimosa, but what I call a poison poinsettia. So we're going to do that while we chit-chat. So let's get into it. But yeah, so what is your take on that whole too old to be on social media?
You know what? I've heard that for quite a while. I started my blog at 40, and people were like, what's that about? You know, because I've learned from listening, because I think both of us are very much listeners. I think that's very important, that you know, you don't always have to do a lot of talking. Listening will serve you well in life. So I started listening, and I heard the 40-plus woman feeling some sort of way about themselves and using that language. I'm too old for this. Or I can't do this because I'm at this age. And I never had that mentality. I really didn't. At 40, when I hit 40, I kind of felt some sort of way, and it lasted for about 2 days, snapped out of it, I'm done. I'm over it. Because I'm about resolutions. My parents always said, hey, look, don't complain unless you want to change it. So that's why I started the blog at 40, because people were talking about their age and can't do this, and I can't wear this, and I can't go here, and I can't date this person. So I think it's all bull.
And who came up with these rules?
Hey,
that's the
society.
Thing. Right. So it's the infamous they. They said
they
using the grands.
So social media, a lot of people think it's trash. And a lot of people are very intimidated by it, because it has caused a lot of friction for a lot of people. A lot of it is smoke and mirrors. I'm gonna give it to you straight. There's a lot of crap out there. But you control social media. I always tell people that. When they start that social media stuff, is for the young people and all that, it's like, tool.
Just
like anything else. And I filter out people that have a lot of stuff on their pages that I don't necessarily agree with and I think conflicts with my morals and my standards. I control it. I delete them.
Right. You have a choice in what you consume.
Absolutely. And social media will feed you what you are watching and looking at. So you only have yourself to blame. If you're getting a lot of stuff on your timeline that you don't like,
what you been watching?
You have been watching some of that stuff. And so they're going to feed it to you more and more. My timeline is so fun-filled, so positive.
Mine too.
So entertaining. And when stuff like that crosses me, I don't spend time on it. I don't click on it. I can almost tell from the beginning. Or if I do click on it, I'm off of it real quick.
Yes, that's the thing. You don't have to stay on it. So when people say all that stuff, like social media is a bunch of mess, I'm like, where are you getting that from? Well, did you see what such and such post? Oh, no, I always scroll past that stuff. No, I didn't read that. Like, no, I mean, it's my choice. I'm not doing that. Okay, so I got the cinnamon rolls in here. Y'all know how I do. We're going to be going back and fruit, as my son used to say. Cinnamon rolls are in here. Yeah, they're the big ones, but I'm using a bigger pan.
Oh, okay. So these are the grands, right?
Yeah, the grands.
Okay, so we got the grands.
So they are huge. And then what did they say we do next? We just pour this whole thing?
Yeah, they said just pour that in there, and then we have to like make sure it's covered.
Okay, well you saw that part, so I'm gonna let you do that. Look, this is a new recipe to us. It's been big on TikTok, and I'm trying to figure. Now, I am a fan of heavy whipping cream. Y'all know when you see me, if you have been a part of the Life for Tribe for a while, they know I put heavy whipping cream in a lot of stuff. So this should be good.
Let's go for it.
Here you go.
Oh, I'm pouring?
Yeah, because you know what the people say.
She poured it on the pan, and then she took a spoon and covered them even better. Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
We are making a healthy brunch.
You guys, this is going to be so good. And it's crazy. I love cinnamon rolls, but I've been going to Sloski's.
Oh,
I have
the
Cinnabons. Those Cinnabons. Oh, y'all had the Cinnabons.
They are good.
They are good, but this is going to be better because Stae's going to add her own twist to it.
Yes, I have to add my own.
So isn't that true in life? We have to add our own little twist, right? Because life can get boring, especially when we get 40 and 50. People think the best years are behind me.
Exactly. No, not at all. And for me, I guess I definitely don't feel like that because I appreciate the journey. And so I don't know what's ahead of me. And so I can't say what is the best. But what I am really big on is just enjoying whatever part of the journey that you're in. So when my part of the journey was to be a struggling student, I enjoyed that. I took in everything because I knew it's a part of the process. When I was being just a mom, as some people say, I enjoyed that. I liked watching my kids grow up. And, and so now I'm an empty nester. And so I'm enjoying this part of the journey. And I'm getting to see new parts of me in every part of it. So I don't regret any of it. And I can't really say what is the best because I feel like I'm the best. So every part of my journey has been the best, because I have to believe in me. So what do you think about that?
That's a great mindset to have. But I know many women struggle at 40, 50. I'm 59 years old. I'm getting ready to hit 60.
50 girls.
And so
59,
it can be a dark time. I'm gonna give it to you real. It can be because of health issues. Then we have parents that we may be caretakers for. We may have gone through a divorce. You've been with this man 25, 30 years and you're divorcing. Maybe you're feeling fulfilled in your job and you're like, shoot, do I want to retire from this job that I've been so unhappy with? Peaches. This is the special touch for Stae's going to add.
This is my special touch. We're going to make peach cobbler-ish cinnamon roll.
See what I'm talking about? So that's what you do in life. You have to add a little something to it. The recipe is, you know what, we're just going to go out, buy out at 40 and 50, be quiet, put on the house robe, and rock on the rocking chair. But that's what they want to feed us.
Yeah.
I need you guys to decide what you want.
Yeah.
What is your passion? What is your desire? And then you have to go out and do the homework. I constantly use the word homework because nothing worth having comes easy. You have to work for it.
Yeah.
So I worked for my happiness at 40, 50, 60. It didn't just come. I sought out people who are positive, who are fun,
Yeah.
who like things that I like. I like
Like-minded.
to travel. I like to sit on a patio. I like to drink wine.
Mm-hmm.
I like clothes, so I find people that maybe like to enjoy having some time shopping.
Yes.
Those sort of things. You have to really be careful about your circle, Stae.
Oh yeah, you definitely do, because if you surround yourself with negative people who aren't like-minded, then you will turn into a negative person. And so you definitely have to be careful with the people who you allow to pour into you, because when we talk about pouring into, we usually think about positive, but it works both ways.
Absolutely.
Whatever it is that we're consuming, whatever it is that people want to constantly feed us, that's what they're pouring into us, and what goes into you is what comes out. And
Absolutely.
you can feel like you're a positive person, but if you're constantly surrounding yourself by negativity, you will turn negative. And you also can't hold on to relationships with friends and family members just because, oh, well, this has been my friend since high school,
Bam.
or this was my neighbor I grew up with, this is my mom. If
Powerful.
that relationship is not feeding you in a
Yes.
positive way, it's time to let go, or at least look at it differently. You have to build healthy boundaries.
Man,
Absolutely.
that is so true. And I think that's one thing that a lot of women don't think about. And I want you guys to think about this. When you're around your friends and, or talking on the phone, riding in the car, just hanging out for the day, listen to their language. Really, just take the time. Listen to your circle's language. Are they always talking about other people in a negative light? Do they always want to talk about the trash that's on TV or on your social media?
Yeah.
Do they talk about anything joyful, anything uplifting, anything that's going to make you some money?
Right. Right.
I just challenge you. Just take the time to listen next time you're in your circle of people.
Yeah, because those kind of conversations are what feed us. So the kind of conversations that we allow to happen around us, and more so that we could participate in, because you kind of get dragged into that stuff sometimes too, especially like if you're having a bad day. If I'm having a bad day, I only want to call that friend who I know is not going to allow me to keep having a bad day. I know in the past, a less mature me wanted to have the pity party, and I wanted to have the person who would be like, girl, I know, oh yeah, it's horrible, and I'm going through the same thing. But then I realized, like, no, that's not what I need. I need the person who's going to be like, girl, get up, you good, you've been here before, it's going to be fine. Because the thing about it is, tomorrow is not promised to any of us, but a reality of getting older is you do kind of appreciate that more, because we're getting older, and none of us are going to live forever. So I don't have a day nor a minute to waste on negativity. And so even when I get the negativity around my social media, I have people who kind of laugh at me like, girl, I cannot believe you're still doing that or whatever. I do not let it bother me at all. What do is I just go make another video and talk about it. I'm like, I don't let it bother me. I don't let it discourage me, because one thing I've learned too is a lot of times people talk negatively about things that they don't have the courage to do themselves. And so rather than to just say, I'd never be able to do that, or wow, kudos to you for doing it, you want to talk to me like, I can't believe you doing that. And I'm thinking, well, I can't believe you're not.
Did y'all hear that?
People in the back. Right. I mean, because why wouldn't I be doing this? And at what point was I supposed to quit? One thing I know too about as you get older and more mature and you experience life in a different way, you usually have more success financially. You're a little bit more stable. So there are things that I'm able to do now at 50 that I couldn't have done when I was 30. I didn't have the resources. I didn't have the funds. So now when I can go on the trips that I feel like are vlog worthy, when I have the wisdom and the knowledge from experience that I think is worth sharing, when I'm able to, get the equipment I want to have, and you and I were just talking about the importance of equipment. There's a lot of stuff I wouldn't have been able to get when I was 30 years old. So why would I now, when I have the knowledge, the resources, and the finances to do it, say, well, I'm 50, I'm not going to do it? That makes no sense.
Crickets.
It makes no sense. The same dreams and aspirations, a lot of them that I had as a 30-year-old woman and a 20-year-old woman, I still have today.
Yeah.
But now I can really make them happen. And so I'm going to say, because I'm 50, no. See, when I was 20 and 30, I needed somebody else to make it happen for me. Now I can make it happen for myself. I'm going to do it.
Right.
That's just not too simple.
Right. And she's right on point. And even though society wants to say, and black women in particular, are achieving at huge rates, and their income is what black women are doing, black girl magic. But statistically, many black women are close to poverty level. Let's keep it real.
Yeah.
People kind of want to gloss over, we black girl, we the highest paying. No, if we do it statistically, out of the population of black females. So I always talk about living life to your fullest for less, and less for those on a budget. Because I know there's a lot of women still 40 and 50, they're maybe taking care of grandchildren.
That's true.
They still are caretaking. They still have that budget. Many women are now, not everybody's making six figures.
Right.
But groceries are going up, right?
The cost of groceries.
Taking care of your family is ridiculous. If your children are involved in sports.
Yeah.
Grandchildren now, we may be at the age of grandchildren where you want to give to them. So I'm always about living life, and it doesn't have to be quote unquote at the luxury level that, again, social media is trying to push on us.
Yeah.
So I'm all about, it can look lux for less.
Yes.
Don't get caught up that, and don't feel minimal if you don't have that six-figure job.
Right. That's so true. And I was just talking to my bonus daughter about this the other day, about how you can pamper yourself at home, how you can do simple things by just pouring your water in a glass with some ice instead of drinking it out of the bottle.
Right.
You know what I mean? Making your coffee and putting your cute little design on it yourself. I mean, I have my own stencils, and I, put it on there, and I sit right at this table with my computer. I don't have to go to Starbucks. I don't have to do anything, but I can still do that at home. I can put my rose petals in my bathtub. It's like just simple little things. And that's ways that you can spend money and use something multi-purpose. So I buy my roses. I love fresh flowers in the house. But when they die, they do not go in the trash. They go in my tub.
Did you hear that? That's a great tip.
Yes.
Okay, so you use your dried
when I have
rose
roses.
petals.
When I have roses, I use my dried rose petals, and I put them in my bathtub. Yeah.
That's good.
And they add a little fragrance still, because it's kind of like poor man's potpourri. And, you also get some moisture, essential oils from the flower petals as well. So, that's what I do. But, there's a lot of things you do. And I am someone who is very comfortable at home anyway, because I make my home feel like I'm out at a beautiful hotel or whatever. I create my own space. And the thing is, when I buy it and it's here, it's a one and done. I don't have to keep paying to get that experience over and over again. I create it for myself. So, and I'll sit here just like I'm at anybody's spa or resort or whatever, and I'm right in my own little space.
I know that's right. And you know what? That's another thing at 40 and 50, we're not clubbing it anymore. You know what? How and where we move now is a little different. And so, like Stae said, a lot of women now are making their homes their sanctuaries.
Yes.
Why do you think candles are so popular now? Because that's just a way to feel, I don't know, something about candles just makes you feel homey. They have a certain aroma. It just makes you feel good about things. So we're trying to talk about a lifestyle at this chapter that can be enriched.
Yeah, elevate your everyday experience. Like I said, just with the simple things. Treat yourself. Don't think just because you're at home you can eat on a paper plate. No, I eat on a paper plate sometimes. And when I'm in a rush, and I'll throw my sandwich or whatever. But when I'm feeling like I want to pamper myself, I don't have to run out to Eddie V's. I can go in my cabinet, get my plate. I can go ahead and plate it in a very pretty way where it's Instagram worthy. And pour myself a glass of wine right here at my table. As simple as that. You don't get stuck with thinking, oh, well, I don't need to do all that, or I'm just home. And then every time you do feel that way, you feel like you have to go out and find somebody else. Create it for yourself at home. Right.
And it's okay to splurge sometimes, and have these experiences, but you can have experiences, beautiful experiences at your own home and at your own apartment. Let's get that straight too.
Absolutely.
Not only when I'm saying home, I'm not saying it has to be a free family dwelling. I mean in your apartment.
Yeah, wherever it is that you are.
Right.
I mean, and my thing is, even if you have a roommate situation, because
Right.
some women in our age too, they may find themselves divorced later in life. Maybe they're a widow. Maybe just whatever, and the income just makes more sense to share a space with someone else. You can make your own bedroom.
Absolutely.
Your place. You get your little pretty TV tray, put some flowers on it. You know, there's just things you can do to elevate your experience no matter where you are. I'm just gonna melt some butter, y'all, real quick. I have my peaches peeled and cut up. Melt some butter, and I'm just gonna throw some brown sugar and stuff in here and get started. But
it's about to get good in here.
Absolutely.
And that's a great point that Stae raised. I don't know if you guys have heard of it, but it's called home sharing. And there are websites, if you just Google home sharing, there are situations where you can live with somebody who has maybe a huge home at one time and a divorce happened, or a spouse died, the home is paid off, they don't want to move, they just want somebody else in the home with them for companionship. It can be a great situation. Home sharing, especially for the woman that's 40 and 50, you can half your rent by doing a situation like this. Like I say, and you can have your own bedroom, you co-share the home, and you, well, of course you have to be a good match with that person, so you meet that person and you navigate that sort of thing. Consider that, ladies, especially if your money is looking a little funny as you head towards retirement.
Yeah, that is awesome. I've never heard of that.
Yes, it's becoming very prevalent because, like I say, a lot of people getting older and scared. They're like, you know, I want somebody in my home. My home's, you know, paid for.
Right.
So I don't want to uproot myself. Why not me find another like-minded woman, and we can be in this home together.
Yeah, that's cool. And especially too, if you don't need the space, but you don't want to leave your home, but you just a lot of space for one person. Because that's something Wallace and I are kind of looking at now. We're newly empty nesters, and we've had a family almost our entire lives, so we never thought about it any differently. But with this being the first full year of just the two of us, we're like, we don't ever go upstairs. You know what I mean? My office is upstairs, but you know what? I find myself sitting right at this table, and his office is up there. So if I need a printer or whatever, his office is down here. But I sit at this table down here. But when the kids were home, it was like people everywhere. I automatically just went to my office. But now it's like it's just me. Why am I going upstairs? So
something to think about as we become more mature. You got to think a little differently. Like I say, do your homework. You got to do a little something with that. And that's the same thing. We just get in ruts. Like Stae was saying, she finds herself at the table. It's the same thing. So I'm in the fashion and style. And I find a lot of women have a closet full of clothes. Are we 40 and 50? If you look at your closet, is that closet jam-packed? Is that dresser jam-packed with stuff?
And 2 dressers.
But we go to the same things over and over again. We are creatures of habit. I have my favorite pair of jeans. I have my favorite sweaters in the fall. A couple of them, I throw them on all the time. But I have quite a bit of clothes. But I have seriously downsized my wardrobe because we keep wearing the same thing over and over again. Ladies, purge. Shop your closet. Get in there and get that stuff that doesn't fit anymore. Why are we are hoarders almost at this age. She's taking it personal.
I'm feeling attacked.
Am I hitting you in the gut? Your gut punch a little bit? But it's so true. You feel so much lighter when you lighten up that closet. I swear I have 1/4 of the closet that I used to have. And I feel so much better. So in style, fit is everything. No matter if it's designer, no matter how much you spent for it, how cute it looked on the hanger. If that don't fit, do not put it on, you guys, because there's nothing worse than the gaping right here. You got a button down and you got this open right here because it's too tight. You ruin the outfit. Or if something's too tight and short and you're constantly tugging and pulling at stuff, you can't even enjoy the outing because you're worried about your bra strap, or you're going to the bathroom. It takes you 10 minutes to get the stuff stuck down before you can walk.
That is so true. I will not wear anything if it's uncomfortable, from my clothing items to my shoes. And with shoes, I mean, I'm to the point now when I try something on, I know immediately if it's going to be comfortable. And I'm not the person with shoes. If it's not comfortable from the time I slip it on my foot, I'm not wearing it. I'm not trying to break it in. I'm not trying to stretch it. If it's not comfortable, I'm not getting it. And I'm okay with walking by that cute thing because, like you said, it ain't cute when you walking like this or pulling on this. Yeah, and that's something that definitely comes with age and maturity. Because I remember the day when I'm like, oh, it'll be fine, back in my 20s. But no.
But, well, you know what? I still see a lot of women out here in our age group struggling with it.
Yeah,
I'm just saying, ladies, we want to be cute and we still want to be desirable and we still want to have that sexy edge, but I see many women squeezing into things that aren't even necessary. Sexy has nothing to do with tightness.
No. And it's funny. So my girlfriends from Virginia will tell you what people remember me by and say that they still do to this day is too tights. I always say you shouldn't wear too tights. If your top is super tight, then wear a looser pant. Right. If your pants are super tight, then wear a looser top. Yeah. That was just my thing. And so my one friend, Winter, she even said, girl, when my daughter got older, I told her, you can't wear too tight. And she remembered that from me. But it is the thing, it's like, I don't know. And I'm glad to know that it is an actual
style. A lot of people don't know
thing because I'm just like, when everything's tight, I mean, unless you're doing the cat suit or the jumpsuit or whatever. I mean, most of the time, but most of the time your regular outfits, because no matter what size you are, you still look stuffed into something if everything is tight. That's
right. And they're saying, I know you guys are looking at us like, hey, we're both 5'10", 5'11", you know, at a certain size. You're like, what do you guys know about that? But I styled curvy women. And I watch curvy styles. Yeah. And what I'm saying is you still can have form-fitted outfits. That's different than being too tight.
Right.
Form-fitting is great. I'm not trying to body shame anybody. The curvier woman, you still can wear that banging dress.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm not talking about being a balloon or a tent. I'm talking about some stuff that's hugging. But when it gets to the point where it's moving around on you, it's too tight. And that goes for any size. Yeah. And I have the, what'd you call it again? The fit, not fit. What was the term you used for your friend when you're talking about it's too tight?
Oh, I don't remember.
You just said too tight.
Oh, too tight. Yeah, too tight. I'm like, girl, I'm a woman of a certain age. I don't know what I said.
Too tight. So I have a blousey shirt on, but then I got my skinny jeans on, and that is kind of a rule that I stick with as well. If I'm going with skinnies, more than likely, I'll probably put on something a little fuller on top. But I have been known to wear a bodysuit with my skinnies. I'm trying to be a little bad now.
You're trying to be a baddie.
I'm trying to be a baddie.
But you know, one thing I like with that though, even when, you know, a bodysuit, if I wear a tighter top with tighter pants, I usually wear a duster with it too. So it may not be a looser top, but I wear my duster and I love that look. Or even with short shorts, because, you know, I love my little 50-year-old legs. I have them out. Yes. But if I wear short shorts and I'm going out somewhere, I'll usually wear a duster with them. So,
or an oversized blazer.
Yes. Oh, I love a blazer. Oh my goodness, yeah, I love a blazer. Especially here in Texas, because to me it never kind of gets cold enough. Yeah. So as we get into fall, where it's 90 degrees today. Fall and winter, always layering with a duster or a cardigan. Because I could also end up in my own personal summer. No matter what, so I like to be able to have something I can take off because I don't want to end up at somebody's table naked. Because I'm going to take something off, so
layering.
I need to have something under.
Layering for those hot flashes.
Yeah,
we know about the layering. And can you guys see Stae's outfit? I walked in and I said, it is so cute.
Outfit of the day. We're gonna have to do the outfit of the day before we.
Oh my goodness, I love. She says an Amazon find, of course. These sets are so cute on Amazon, you guys. Just when you're hanging around the house, and easily she could wear that running to the grocery store, running out and about, or she could just wear that in her house as she's working throughout her day. Check out Amazon sets, you guys. You will be surprised the quality. I shopped Amazon maybe when they first started coming out with when they first started fashion, because Amazon hasn't always had fashion. That's how long I've been watching.
Yeah, me too.
When they started,
type stuff.
When they started with Amazon, you didn't see a lot of quality pieces, but now, super cute. Two sets.
I will definitely link this in the description box down below, Amazon. But yeah, just a little 2-piece sweater set. And I love it because, again, with Texas, we are technically in fall, but it's hot outside. And so I know for a lot of us, with me being born and raised on the East Coast, you have the whole, you know, certain stuff you're not supposed to wear certain times of year. But it's hot, so I still want to wear shorts, but they're sweater shorts. So I can still get away with it. And then, you know, the little off the shoulder.
Yes.
So.
And I love the idea of a lot of women, the décolletage area being open. It just helps open up yourself. And just that's a fashion tip that I use a lot. It's like, ladies, try and do the off the shoulder. It's really a nice look. It's a subtle sexy that Stae has. The peekaboo, the cutout. Those are all subtle ways I think a mature woman can still be edgy and cute and feel sassy about themselves when they look in the mirror. So there's all sorts of tips out there you guys can do. Don't be just hiding in this damn black. Color. Do you see we both have color on? This was on purpose. When I'm on camera, I generally have color. It just makes sense.
You don't want to blend in. You want to say, and color, I don't know, it just makes me happy. It makes me happy. I mean, I love a good black as well, but
classic.
you know, every once in a while you just need that color, and don't be afraid of color, because I don't know, you might know this more than me, but people, I have been on shoots before and people will ask me, well, what's your color? What's your color? Or even what's your best set? Like, I don't know, I just like color. Is that really a thing? Can anybody look bad in any color? I don't know.
There are certain.
You think so?
Let me clarify that. Color being hues.
Okay.
Like, there's a lot of black women who say, I don't look good in red lipstick. There are 1,000 hues of red.
So you're the fashion expert.
So, and say I don't look good in pink. I've never been a pink girl, but I found my pink is more of a fuchsia. But it's still in the pink family. So be careful about your words. Once again, try things, and like I say, there are so many shades of different colors.
So, because that's what I'm like, how can you say you look bad? But I do. I can see where the hues are different because I'm new to makeup. And so I'm trying to figure out, you know, what colors work for me. And I feel like I'm not a red lipstick person, so maybe you can help me figure out a lipstick. But, all right, y'all. So the oven is still going. The peaches are still peaching. I'm going to tend to this. We'll come back to you with a finished product on those cinnamon rolls, and then we're going to get into this poison poinsettia. So y'all sit tight. Grab your mimosa and come back. All right, y'all. So the cinnamon buns are finished. Here they are. Finished product. They are huge. How big they are. Huge. So they have soaked in all of that heavy whipping cream. And so now, what'd you say, girl? And so now we're going to top them with the icing that came with them. So
I am such a sweet head. I love sweets, you guys. When she said we were going to make cinnamon rolls, I was so happy. And then we're going to have a adult beverage too.
We are going to make that in just a second.
I love a good cocktail as well.
It's brunch, so why not?
Is it brunch time?
It's brunch. Well, it's more into lunch
that's all right.
time.
It don't matter. I can brunch anytime.
It's brunch time for us. Do that icing. And so here's just a little disclosure on the peaches. I'm going to show them to y'all. But for you guys who have been a part of the Lifer Tribe, y'all know that your girl Stae Hall is not a multitasker. However, I am fully committed to my vlog and to my guest on my blog. And so I was so committed in our conversation and what was going on here that I didn't pay the peaches quite enough attention. But y'all seen me cook before. You know your girl can throw down. And we still gonna use them peaches because y'all also know what I'm not about to do is waste nothing. But the peaches may not be as aesthetically pleasing as we'd like, but here's the peaches.
Keeping it real. Here we go.
Yes.
It's not that bad, y'all.
No, they're not that bad. They look crazy, but actually we got brown sugar in here. We got honey in here, so there's a lot going on. So we're just going to put some of the peaches on top of a couple because Tam's not a big peach person anyway.
Okay, so Stae, run it down to them again what you did here. You put butter, you you melted your butter.
Melted my butter, and then I put my sliced and diced peaches in there and kind of let them cook down a little while. And then I just added a little brown sugar and a little honey. and that's
Okay.
it. And then
So it's like a
cover them.
glaze then, that one,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
It's spread. Okay.
Yep.
Still looks pretty.
Yeah, I think so.
If you like peaches.
Yeah, who doesn't like peaches? Oh my goodness. Because my peach cobbler, I'm going to have to make that for y'all one day.
See, with the cobblers, I see the crust of the peaches.
The crust is really good.
Ooh, the crust is bomb.
But yes, so here we have them with some peaches on
Oh, doesn't that look good?
top. Yes.
Yes.
And now we are going to get into this poison poinsettia.
Okay, all right.
So we're going to start with my lovely glass pitcher.
Mhm.
So cute, nice and heavy. Got this from Amazon, so I will link it down below. And then we are going to drizzle some of this honey just on the inside of the pitcher. And y'all know this is my little honey pot mason jar that I got from Amazon. It's a part of my little coffee station over there, my coffee and tea station.
Love it.
So take this and just
Oh, look, it's got the little honey
a
thingy.
little honey pot, honeycomb, and just drizzle that. Get it on the inside,
That's so cute.
on the sides.
Okay. So y'all, when you have your little girlfriends over, it's nice. Everybody wants to feel special and treated special, and these little touches make such a huge difference when you're entertaining, and it doesn't bust the budget.
It
It's
does
just
not.
whatever you choose to do for your friends and family, because we need to appreciate people now. At this age, we are losing
Yeah,
a
yeah.
lot of our people. So
And it's
let's
so crazy.
get together and entertain more.
And just celebrate each other and,
And
love
just
on one another.
Because
Absolutely.
Just
Yeah, because this is
because.
what, a random Wednesday?
Random Wednesday.
Just a random
Don't
Wednesday.
wait for the holidays. Don't wait for a birthday.
Mm-mm.
Just call
Just
one of your
because.
friends up and say, "Girl, come on over here. Let's watch something on Netflix. I'm gonna make you a drink.
Yeah.
We're gonna nibble on something and cackle. All
And invest time
Even.
in one another.
invest time.
Yes, absolutely. All right, so we have the honey in there, and then we're going to go in with our bourbon, just a little.
Big
That's
guns.
what makes it poison.
Ooh,
Just a little.
love it. that-
Swirl it around, get some of that honey.
Is that enough?
We'll have to see. We'll have to see.
I'm joking, y'all. Nah, kinda. Yeah.
I'm joking. Yeah. And then I like to use, instead of regular cranberry, even though we're having cinnamon buns, we're using the Diet 5 calorie.
We cutting calories where we can.
Yes, cran pineapple.
Oh, there's
Yes.
a lot going on there. Okay.
So we're gonna pour that in.
I bet that's delicious just by itself.
I love this. And then we are going to top it off with our bubbly. And we are doing Barefoot Bubbly Pink Moscato. So it's kind of like a rosé. Rosé all day.
You guys, this is gonna be delicious. Get it nice and cold. Oh, it's gonna be so yummy.
And there we have our nice picture
How pretty is
of,
that?
of our poison
Yeah.
poinsettia. I think I'm gonna pour us some poison poinsettias.
Yay.
Plate these cinnamon buns. And we are going to head over to the table for some girl talk, and we will have to catch up with y'all later. So it has been a pleasure, guys. As always, thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to look up my girl Tam on social media. TB Styles Works.
That's right.
And I will make sure that I have the links to all of her social media platforms in the description box down below. So you know, guys, I love you to bits and pieces. I appreciate you all for being here. Don't forget to be kind and love one another, but never forget to live your life. LYFE. Love yourself first explicitly. And we'll see you next time. Bye.